we made so sweet.
Yo! You guys. Welcome to Intellectual Radio, popping up with Cheryl, Sistrunk. Listen now, y'all know this is true for us tonight. How to get away with murder. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but Bang 'em Up gonna break it down ED, okay? I'm gonna break it down to the damn fools out there that don't know how they continue to get away with murder here in Chicago, New York, Detroit, Los Angeles, you name it, they can do it, baby. So let's get down to it. Now, the views shared and expressed on this show does not reflect Intellectual Radio, but the daggone show reflects Cheryl Sistrunk and her thoughts and her views. Now, we all have different views, different perspective, different ideas, different thoughts, different everything. Your view is not going to be my view. My view is definitely not going to be your view. I don't have them watered down. I'm scared to talk views, okay? This is the purpose of the Lord didn't bring me into the world until 1970. Because he knew had I been here in 1918, he knew had I been here in 1960, I don't know, I wouldn't be here to tell it to y'all the right way. So he put me here when they come out with all the videos and the TVs now. So let's get ready to pop off and let's discuss this because I don't know. Maybe there's a few of y'all that's some damn fools out here today, you know. Y'all love all these chopped up videos that they present to us. You know, it take them 5 to 20, 30 days to get the video out. But you see it. And you go with what they tell you it is. Now, all I tell you, if the video is chopped up and freezed and circled and moved and edited, Bang 'em Up don't believe it. I know y'all okay with what they tell y'all. But when you're talking to Cheryl Sistrunk, it's all right to be a fool, but don't be a damn fool, okay? This man was just playing the song. Baby, won't you change your mind? Not Bang 'em Up. I don't want you on shaky ground when you're talking to me. I want you to know what we're talking about. We're dealing with the Lady of Justice. She's definitely blind. I told y'all they got the lady held captive weeks ago, and we have to get down to what is going on in America. The first thing that I want y'all to know, this is the African American horror story that is going on. This is the horror story that all of our sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers continue to experience when they're looking through their rear view. And here comes the police walking to the car. This is the African American horror story that we continue to face. But wait now, I want to interrupt our coverage of the protest of the police murder of Dante Wright, which interrupted the trial of the police murder of George Floyd, to bring you the coverage of the police murder of Adam Toledo. I mean, we can't get from one part to the next part. I mean, the newscast is definitely steady going from one jump to another jump to another jump. I mean, we can't get through today without another murder. But here we are today. I want y'all to understand, racism is the only invention that white people won't take credit for. I mean, they take credit for everything else. They take credit for them bullets they shooting. They take credit for, I made a mistake with the taser. We killed them. We hung them on the tree. But they won't take credit for this invention that they made, and it's called racism, right? A lot of people are saying George Floyd is a wake-up call, right? But George Floyd is not a wake-up call. We got the same alarm that has been ringing since what, the 1800s, the 1900s. Only thing that's going on, y'all keep putting y'all wake-up clock on snooze. I want y'all to take these clocks off snooze tonight. Now, how to get away with murder. They showing it to you every day, how to get away with murder here in the United States of America. I'm going to give y'all a rundown on how they get away with murder. Now, I'm going to give $50 away to the first person before the end of my life that can tell me all 18 of these sayings that I'm saying. If y'all can get all 18 of them before the end of this live, I'm going to give you $50 tonight. I'm going to roll up on you. I know you ain't going to be able to do it because I'm cold-blooded with this, what I do, okay? A lady said he whistled at her. Those Skittles look like a gun. Wait a minute, y'all. They say the Skittles looked like a gun. The Skittles looked like a gun. Right? He was sleeping in his car in the drive-thru. He maybe tried to use a fake $20 bill. The cell phone looked like a gun. She left her front door open. He had a legal firearm in his car. Y'all ain't gonna guess this one. He was selling loose cigarettes. Wait, y'all. He was selling loose cigarettes. How they get away with murder? Wait. He was selling loose cigarettes. I'm gonna pull that one up. Wait a minute. The pill bottle looked like a gun. He was sitting on the sofa eating ice cream. She failed to signal a lane change. He was walking down the street. He was selling CDs and DVDs. Wait, here go, y'all. He was selling CDs and DVDs. They were selling loose cigarettes. She was sleeping in her own bed. He was in his grandmother's backyard. Those sandwiches sure look like a gun. I mean, they can't tell the difference in a hoagie or nothing. Them sandwiches look like a gun. He was unlocking his own front door, and he had an air freshener in the car. Now, how to get away with murder? Y'all may say, how do they continue to get away with murder? I tell y'all how. There's qualifications to get away with this murder. And the first qualification to get away with murder in the United States of America, you have to be a white man. The second qualification to get away with murder, you got to be a white man. The second qualification to get away with murder, you got to be a white woman. The third qualification to get away with murder in the United States of America, you got to be a neighborhood watch coordinator, right? He was a neighborhood watch coordinator. The fourth way to get away with murder, you have to have a thought. You have to think, oh, I thought they had a gun. I thought they did this. I thought this. I thought that. Now, the fifth way to get away with murder in the United States of America, being a white man, a white woman, you have to be having a bad day. The sixth way to get away with murder, you definitely got to be born white. If you ain't got the complexion for the protection, it ain't gonna work for us, okay? The seventh thing on how to get away with murder, you got to have bad vision, okay? The eighth way that you can get away with murder in the United States of America, you have to use the insanity defense. It don't work for Black America, but it works for white America, okay? The ninth way to get away with murder in the United States of America, you got to be a white judge. The 10th way to get away with murder, you got to have a white jury on your side. The 11th way to get away with murder in the United States of America, you have to be a white prosecutor and have a white state's attorney on your side. The 12th way to get away with murder in the United States of America, you definitely got to be a Trump supporter at the insurrection of the Capitol. I guarantee you, if you one of the top 12, you're going to get away with murder. Now, We got cases rolling all around the world where we hearing the woman say, I thought it was a taser, right? We got a new murderer out. Here's our new murderer that want everybody to think that she didn't know what a Glock 17 felt like to a plastic taser gun. Now, I don't know if any of y'all ever felt a gun in your real life. Some of y'all ain't no sinner. So you may not even did no wrong in your life, but I done plenty wrong. And I know what a Glock 19 feel like, a Glock 43X, and sure enough, the Glock 17. And that can't never feel like a plastic Glock, a taser gun. But hey, we have the lovely Kim Porter. We have Amber Geiger. And then this lady here up at the top, Betty Joe, they got away with murder. Criminal convictions are not justice. Convictions are supposed to represent accountability for injustice. However, the injustice persists as long as our taxes sponsors the deadliest police culture in the modern world. We must change the culture by seizing control of the system and using it for our purpose until we dismantle it and build a new one. So, as I said, you guys, we're looking at the killers of 3 unarmed black men, Dwayne Wright, Terrence Crutcher, Bodum Jean, and all of them should still be alive. But we are in a state of emergency as it relates to being black in America. And a lot of times it doesn't affect you guys because it hasn't made it to your front door. But it definitely affects me because I'm tired of turning my TV on, seeing case after case after case of all of this injustice, and everybody is turning a blind eye. You know, the qualifications, you got to have blonde hair and blue eyes. You got to be a liar, a deceiver. You definitely got to be clueless, right? You got to be, as I said, having a bad day. You don't know right from wrong, right? You're a copycat to every killing that's going on. You want to do the same thing. Here we have a 17-year-old boy, right? It was unlawful for him to have a gun. But Kyle Wittenhouse, right? They contributed the $2 million to bond him out. And not only did the regular people do it, a lot of superstars put in on it, and the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin was also contributing. So we don't have a chance. So we definitely are in the battle of our lives. But this is the key with all of this that's going on. You know, a racial explosion is way more powerful than atomic explosion. And Black America is almost at the end of their ropes, you know. And I told y'all that was a book written by John Gresham. No, that's not How to Get Away with Murder. But you know the movie that they played in. And it's going to be a time that Black America has got fed up with you killing their sons and their daughters and not having an excuse for why you have murdered their son and daughter. Oh, I thought it was a taser. Amber Geiger, what the girl say? I thought it was my apartment. I thought I saw him and her with a gun. He was selling loose cigarettes, right? I thought she was there alone, right? I thought they was getting smart with me, right? But baby, it's going to come a time and it's not going to be nice. Now, they're always saying that all of the cops are not bad. This is what we hear every day of our life, that all of the cops are not bad. But I beg to differ with it. Now, not Chris Brown, the young man named, let me get his name. I got so many good points tonight. Wait, y'all. This is a good one, y'all. Chris Rock. He said, I know it's hard being a cop, but some jobs can't have bad apples. Everybody gotta be good, like pilots. American Airlines can't be. Most of our pilots like to land. We just got some bad apples that like to crash into mountains. So we cannot continue to listen to there's some good cops. No, there's no good cops. All those good cops that y'all keep bringing up, when you say not all cops are bad, seem to never be around when their comrades are killing innocent people. Where are all the good cops at when they comrades? They standing right there when the murders are happening. They never seem to be around, right? But we continue to deal with America's horror story, right? Now, we deal with it's a gun, but it was a sandwich. It's a gun, but it's a cell phone. It's a gun, but it's a pack of Skittles. Oh, it's a taser, but this time it's a real gun, right? Everybody clueless. But this is my thing to law enforcement all over the world. Nobody told y'all scary butt to be a cop. If y'all are so scared of these assailants and these people running away from you, why do they continue to let y'all chase after these people? When the people are running, call a car to meet them at the other end. Why are you chasing these people every time, right? You're pulling the people out the car. So they pull a young man, Dante, right out the car, right? And people want to see fault in what happened at that moment. Some people may say Dante Wright shouldn't have got back in the car. But you know what? Dante Wright, I think, what is he, 20? He may have saw the murder of Tamir Rice. He may have remembered the murder of Philando Castile. He may have remembered the murder of Emmett Till. He may have remembered the murder of Trayvon Martin. Y'all don't know what that young man was going through in the course of them first saying, you got too many air fresheners over your rearview mirror. Then now come with, oh, we got a want, right? No. And being taken out of your car, you fearing for your life. You feel better just to get in your car and probably try to get away, right? But honestly, I don't even think the young man was really going to drive off. But the impact of him jumping in the car, putting his feet down on whatever brake or on whichever pedal, and maybe as the woman, when she shot him, then the car rolled. So we don't know. But what I do know is the young lady that was in the car with him, she should have been filming everything also. This is the way that we must do. This is the life that we're living now. This sick world that we're living in now, you definitely need somebody to record everything that is going on. I take my head off to Martin G. Johnson, the crime chaser, because when he's driving past different things and he see police pulling over people, he stop and he wait until to see if the police is finna arrest them or to see if the police is letting them go, but he cuts his camera on. And that is the best thing that could have been created for African Americans all over the world, is to have this camera on, And there is something that you can go into Walmart and buy, and it records everything in your car. And I certainly would love for everyone, if you got $100, to go into Walmart. It hangs right over your rear view. It's a camera, and it records everything once you punch the button, and you turn it towards when the police walk up to your car, and you can record everything that's going on. It's almost like a Ring camera, and it does not obstruct your vision or anything that they could say, So definitely. Then we witnessed two men in uniform. One was a police and one was a lieutenant of the Army. Two men in uniform, but look how they treat you once you're out here fighting for this country. You understand? You are treated as sheep for the slaughter out here fighting for this country. They told me, this is what they wanted me to believe, that this was disrespecting our troops. But what is this? If Colin Kaepernick was disrespecting the troops, what was this? How to get away with murder, how to get away with all of the wrong that they continue to do all over the world. Now, when the color of your skin is seen as a weapon, You will never be seen unarmed. Now, they're killing people that's unarmed. As long as you are black, you are seen as dangerous. You may not even have a shirt on. They're going to think the button on your pants is a gun, right? They're going to come up with whatever excuse they can come up with, right? Bad apples are at the top. They enjoy murdering innocent people, right? The first view is a bad apple. Bad apples is excusable. It's sort of like something went bad with the man, but the second option is police corruption. So it's a problem with the department. The tree has to be completely pulled up from its roots, right? The problem with the industry isn't a few bad apples. It's the rotten tree. And this is the tree that we're dealing with. There is no type of morals, values. There's nothing inside these trees of these departments that cares about your life, right? And it seems like we continue to have bad apples after bad apples in every department. But all they're doing is showing us how to get away with murder. They've been doing it since I can remember Emmett Till, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. But had they had these good cameras that we got now, some of these crimes could have been solved in America. But we're now faced with teaching our kids the simple laws that they must learn. And that is 1968, Terry versus Ohio. Your children, if y'all don't know it, you need to look it up and definitely learn the Terry stop and learn what these officers can and cannot do when they're pulling you over and when they're trying to search your vehicles. There's so many things that they cannot do, right? The Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. Officers really had no reasonable, a lot of times the officers have no reasonable suspicion that a crime was committed, but they gonna go on with it anyway, right? The officer a lot of times are racially profiling all these black men and these black women all over the world, right? During a traffic stop, when the officer is given valid driver's license, insurance, which turns out in the stop. After that officer views them documents, they definitely cannot search the car. Once it turns into a Terry stop, that means the officer can only detain the driver for 20 minutes, right? And only check outer garments, not the vehicle. But a lot of people don't know that. They let the police search their car. Them police cannot legally search your car. But that's the importance of always being with somebody, always recording everything that you're saying. Even if they tell you put the phone down, leave the phone on recording and start taping everything that they are doing, because this is the only way that we are going to survive in the society that we live in today. But we had one lady, a former Buffalo officer, who stopped fellow cops chokehold on a suspect. She will eventually get her pension back after winning her lawsuit. Now, Carol Horn led by example. It was wrong for her partner to choke a man that was already handcuffed. She physically intervened and lost her job. She lost her job, she lost her pay, and she lost her pension. Now, they have reinstated her pension plus 14 years back pay. Now, if any cops are wondering how to do this and how to do what's right, y'all definitely need to follow her example. Never be afraid to lose your job for doing the right things. And worrying about your job should never be the excuse why you're going to let your fellow officers or fellow friends just murder innocent victims. But this young lady in Buffalo, she had been fired because she stopped her partner from killing a man that was already subdued. He was already in handcuffs. But this is one person out of so many millions of officers all around the world that was willing to do right. But as long as We don't stand up and we don't speak out. We don't protest. All we do is point our finger at, ooh, the baby should have been in the house. Ooh, they shouldn't have did this. Ooh, they shouldn't have did that. Once you hold your hands up, whether you running down the street with the gun and you throw it, if you ain't got it on you, they don't have no reason to shoot you. What you gonna shoot me for? It ain't on me. It's down the block. You get it? But everybody would say, oh, well, they still should shoot him. Wait until it's your child. Wait until it's your son. Wait until it's your daughter. And then I'm going to see if you had the same reasonable doubt that, oh, these people should be dead. You get it? Everybody has a different view, a different prerogative, a different everything. But wait until it knocks at your door. Wait until death get at your door. Wait until one of your family members is murdered by the police. And then somebody's going to roll back all them statuses that you wrote on Facebook and that you wrote on Instagram. And no one's going to come back all them statuses that you wrote on Facebook and that you wrote on Instagram. And no one's going to come up and stand up with you. You know? So we all want to be very careful at how we view everything and other people's children, because, baby, when you point one finger, you better point two fingers back at yourself, because we all have came short of the glory of God, and we all are not perfect parents. There's some things that we have done that don't look good in other people's eyes either. So stop pointing your fingers. Stop saying what should have been. And I tell you, if you take 6 months off and mind your business, and 6 months to leave other folks' business alone, a whole year will go by with you minding your business. So don't be part of the problem. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. We already have so many people against us, and definitely they continue to get away with murder after murder after murder, because we don't stay together. We don't stick together. And we all have to bring back them block clubs that we used to have. I guarantee you bring the block clubs back and you start going into all these different community meetings that's in your area, you can see what's going on. Learn these police. Learn, instead of reacting to everything that you see when there's shootings on your blocks, don't react. Get you a pen and a paper. Write down all of the vehicle numbers that's right there. Write down all of the license plate numbers. Write down the badge numbers. This how y'all gonna stop them from getting away with murder. Stop falling out at every scene of the crime. Get your ink pen together and learn how to write down everything that you see. Keep an ink pen in your car. Keep notebook paper in your car. Even when you're just going into the grocery stores or whatever, keep these ink pens and papers so when something does happen, you can write down the license plate number of that police car. You can write down the badge numbers of the officers that's standing there. You ain't got to ask them nothing. While you standing there and they pushing back the crowd and they talking crazy, write that badge number down and write that name down. Write the vehicles that's on scene. We can stop them from getting away with murder. We can stop them from coming in our community, doing wrong to our children and telling us, oh, I thought I saw a gun. Oh, I thought this was a taser. But here, that lady very smart. You know why she very smart? Y'all thinking they training them how to do their job. They training them how to get away with murder. You know why? This woman has been on the police union board, 25 years? Or she was the head of the police union board. They're training these officers that, listen, when you pull your gun, just say, taser, taser, taser. Oh, I thought it was a taser. You get it? They training them how to kill y'all. You get it? Don't be a damn fool. She know the difference. And one got a wide opening. Look like you need 2 fingers to pull it. How you don't know the difference, boo? But listen, because we some damn fools, oh, she didn't know. It was a mistake. No murder that they commit is a mistake. They know exactly what they're doing. because you ain't got to chase them people. You ain't got to run after them offenders. They say they heard shots. Somebody called, say somebody shooting. Just because y'all run up on somebody and they outside, that don't mean them the people that were shooting in the area. You get it? And then people may say, well, what they run for? What they standing there for? People been running from the police since I can remember in Robert Taylor. They run. That's just a natural reaction. People run. You get it? I ain't finna put a crime on me. You know how many murders that John Burge and his officers and Mayor Daley and them put on black men that weren't even at the scene of the crime? Y'all stop being stupid. They know exactly what they're doing. It's all calculated. It's all written out the same way that them banks know to don't give us anything. All this redlining, they know what they doing. So y'all stop being so naive, so dumb, and so maybe they didn't. No, they knew exactly what they doing. So y'all got to wake up in America, because to be African American is to be African without any memory. They don't want us to remember slavery. They don't want us to remember what they done to Mike Brown. They don't want us to remember Trayvon Martin. They don't want us to remember Philando Castile, right? We're just living this American nightmare, American without any privilege, any justice. But you guys, because you don't have teenagers and older children, there's still no excuse to not watch your community. Watch your community. Be vigilant. Watch everything. Be vigilant in the community. Know what's going on, because they want us to forget everything that they're doing wrong to us. And they want us to just take it like a slap on the wrist and go ahead. Remember, they told the Army sergeant, listen, we can all forget about this. Just forget about this. Calm down. We'll wait until after, since we done sprayed you with mace. We're going to wait till you can see a little better and let you drive away. Just don't report nothing. See, they want us to forget how wrong they do us. They want us to forget the dogs that they sicked on us. They want us to forget the water hoses that they pulled on our grandmama and them. No, never forget. Never forget the wrong that they don't do, because they're going to continue to get away with murder. And I want you guys to stay awake. Stay awake, because they're going to continue to interrupt every program in the United States of America with another murder after another murder and another murder. But this is the key. You have to be prepared and be ready that if it get on your block, what to do. Get your cameras out, keep your phones charged, and watch your surroundings and know what is going on. Y'all so nosy. You know who man sleeping with who. You need to know what police shot what. You get it? You need to know who shot John and all of that too. You get it? So all that twerking that y'all can do so well and the TikTok videos is not going to mean anything when death get to your door, and it is by the Chicago police or a state trooper. So I need y'all to be aware, because they continue to get away with murder. And I just want you guys to understand. And I want to continue to speak life over each and every one of you guys tonight. Every person listening, I want you to know, and I want you to continue to understand that it doesn't matter where you've been or even where you currently find yourself sometimes. It's not over until God says it is over. There is no limit when God is in it. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And always remember that your terrible job is the dream of the unemployed. Your house is the dream of the homeless. Your smile is the dream of the depressed. Your health is the dream of the ill. Don't let difficult times make you forget your blessings. Thank you all for tuning in to Intellectual Radio, popping off with Cheryl, Sistrunk, discussing how they continue to get away with murder. God bless you, and keep your eyes open, Chicago.